Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. You're here with your beautiful host, Caleb Wilson, and I'm joined today by our guest, Robert Pigeon.
What's up?
That was Robert. So today's podcast is going to be about the analysis of a popular art piece named Temptation by an American artist named Edgar Tolson. And so let's hop right into it. So I'm sure, everyone listening to this podcast has felt the pull of temptation at least once in their lives. Temptation is just human nature. I mean, we've all felt it, and we all will feel it again, I'm sure. And this piece really says a lot about temptation and how temptation has been something that humans have dealt with for as long as they've been around. So for those of you who maybe have not seen this artwork by Edgar Tolson, to give you kind of a visual representation of this piece, it's a small wooden sculpture involving multiple kinds of woods, and with two people, a man and a woman, unclothed, representing Adam and Eve, standing next to what represents the tree of knowledge of good and evil, as seen in the Christian Bible. It's also interesting to me the fact that this piece is made of wood and is so simple and is almost looks like something that one of us could do. But I think that simplicity is almost a part of the piece on purpose, because it shows that parallel of people are also these very simple beings, and we're very predictable, but at the same time we're very deep and complex, and we have a lot of internal thoughts and conflict that goes on. And not only does this sculpture symbolize the seductive nature of temptation, but also the human nature to want to fit in and follow along, and the resistance that people feel of being different from others. And I think that definitely this is very relatable to modern society, especially with the fact that a lot of, I feel like, young people are falling more and more into temptation. And I mean, you're in high school still, so do you see a lot of that temptation in high school? Or?
Oh yeah, there's temptation everywhere, especially in the school bathrooms. There's so many kids with just vapes and stuff, and It's like I kind of look at that and I could see the apple as being a vape, and then just the two people, just the kids in the bathroom like that.
No. And I mean, especially because you have a great point, and it's hard for kids, I feel like, especially because they're still, in the developmental stages mentally, and they see like all these other kids doing, and kids that they see as, their friends and peers, and kids that, they do, like, as much as they hate to admit it, they do care about what these other kids in high school have to say about them. So it's like they kind of fall into not only like the position of Eve, of temptation, but Adam and the struggle of, resisting to fit in. And it's definitely, when you're with friends and people that you consider your friends, and they are like, come on, man, just try it, or, oh, you'll like it, or don't, come on, you have to try it, don't be a baby, and stuff like that. And it definitely ropes in a lot of younger people. And I mean, that's just vapes. I mean, there's like drugs, alcohol. I mean, there's a lot of alcohol use in college, alcohol use in high school. It's definitely, and those are just a couple examples of the way that temptation is, put upon young minds in today's day and age. And while we're on the topic of young minds in modern society, I think it's important that we talk about how a lot of popular belief leads to think that, it's temptation and this struggle isn't something that you're born with. It's something that's taught through society, and the pressures of society weigh down on you and make you feel like you have to fight these temptations and stuff. But really, this is something that you are born with, and that is just human nature to feel jealousy and anger. They're human emotions, and we obviously will fall into these things because that's what we are. We are just human. And even children that have never been exposed to something like jealousy or violence can still exhibit these behaviors, just like they can exhibit temptation or sadness or any other emotion. And there's definitely ways that temptation can be subdued, and just like anything, it takes a lot of work and determination, and you have to really understand temptation and why you're feeling it and what you can do to better yourself, and realize that there's things that I can do with my time, my limited time. I mean, we're not here forever. So with our limited time, we have to spend it as best as we can. So like, going to the gym, eating healthy, doing things that, can take your mind off of these temptations and things that want to pull you in, like drugs, sex, alcohol, any of these. But I think that we're almost out of time now. So thank you guys for enjoying this podcast with us. Thank you, Robbie, for being here. It was amazing having you. Hopefully you didn't want to kill yourself. So.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun.
No, I'm glad. And is there anything else that you'd like to say to the people of podcast?
I think the artwork was a very great demonstration of temptation, and especially the snake representing the devil and things like that. It really makes you think about temptation.
No, definitely. Yeah. It definitely does.
It's a great representation.